G'day guys, welcome to my video. I'm just making a quick comparison video, nothing too in-depth, but since I own both these watches and they're both very interesting watches, I thought I'd do a little comparison video to show you. And I do really enjoy owning both these watches. Firstly, this is the San Martin SN 121 TC. And the other watch is the Tudor FXD GMT. Absolutely awesome watches for those of you who are after a good quality GMT as a tool watch, maybe for work, maybe you're a pilot, maybe you go to many time zones and you're in the military. So very cool, interesting watches. Before I bought the San Martin, I never even knew that Tudor had the FXD GMT. In fact, I'm not even sure it was released at the time that San Martin were offering this fabulous watch right here. So after ownership of the San Martin for quite a while, I saw the Tudor FXD GMT and thought, wow, that'd be a great watch to own as, you know, the watch to yourself, the watch that's your watch. And I saved up and ended up purchasing it solely because I own the San Martin and I grew in love with that style. But as you'll see, they are quite different watches in some respects. So the San Martin's 39mm in diameter and the Tudor is 42mm in diameter. My wrist is 195mm, and I did find at times 39mm was slightly small for my wrist, but I'd imagine for the majority of people out there 39 would be just perfect. The lugs and spring bars on these watches, the San Martin itself has spring bars, and when it came out it arrived with a beautiful titanium strap, which I took off, and I really like that NATO look, so hence I've got this NATO strap on. The Tudor FXD, the FXD stands for fixed lugs. It's to give it a robust military style, so it could never get ripped off your wrist out there in battle, I suppose. This particular watch was designed, as you all probably well know, in collaboration with the French military. But yeah, very robust lugs there. Unfortunately, you can't put a metal strap on that, but that's okay. I really love my NATOs. Oh, let's just have a little look while we're here, just at the dial. The dials are slightly different. If you look at the San Martin, it's very similar to a 39 Pelagos, where it has a chapter ring with the loom markers set within that little chapter ring. Very pretty watch, obviously directly copied off Tudor, but hey, look, they did a fantastic job at that. Really, really good. Incredible fit and finish. Whereas the Tudor just has a flat face with a very slight chapter ring right at the edge. Also note that the GMT hand on this Tudor is outside of the main hour hand, which is interesting, quite cool. Whereas the San Martin, it's hidden below the main hour marker there. The GMT hands on these colour match the font. So you've got the Pelagos GMT, nice orange, and I have to say the way that the Pelagos GMT is set up, the GMT hand really sticks out very clearly. It's actually lovely. San Martin's also very good. It's got a snowflake GMT hand, but it does get hidden a little bit there behind the hour hand at times. I probably prefer the style of the orange pointer, though no preference regarding the red versus the orange. The movements in these watches, the San Martin has the Seiko NH34, and that's running about 15 seconds slow a day at the moment, which is a little bit annoying, but I'll go and get that regulated, see if I can get that a bit closer. It started out actually pretty good. I'm not sure why it slowed down a bit, but it just did. I'd imagine magnetism would actually speed the movement up, but hey. This Pelagos is running half a second a day slow, and fortunately I've found a position at night that I can regulate it passively, and that's basically dial up. I can regain that half second over a sleep and bring it back to zero and difference, so it's actually running pretty damn good. It should be noted that the movement in this Pelagos is an in-house movement, a Mike Tango 5652 uniform, which is a COS and META certified movement. The META part of it, I understand, is it's got a very high resistance to magnetism, which is quite handy if you work in the military or the airline where you're exposed to quite large areas of magnetism throughout the day. Crystals on these. The San Martin, I have to say, it wins it for me, to be honest. It's got a beautiful domed sapphire with some anti-reflective coating in it. You can just see it every now and then, a little bit of blue. Both very legible dials, and the Tudor, you can't see any anti-reflective coating on it, but it's a dead flat crystal. Very both extremely clear. I don't know why, I just feel I like the dome slightly more. Though I'd imagine that would be more exposed to being scratched, because you'd get a focal point if you dragged it across a wall or a post or something when you're walking down the road. So hey. The way that the GMT movements are slightly different, those of you familiar with the NH34 GMT movement, you can actually move the GMT hand back and forth, in just one direction with one of the settings in the crown. I think it's clockwise, you can move the GMT hand 1 hour increments, and if you move the crown anti-clockwise, it moves the date. Whereas the Pelagos, you have a position after a second click out. First click is the wind, second click out is you just wind it, and the hour hand, independently of everything else, moves back and forth. So they call that a true traveller's GMT. So if you travel to a different time zone, which is plus X hours or negative X hours, very, very easy without disturbing the rest of the watch to click into that time zone. They say that you should probably leave the GMT hand on your own home time zone. In this case, I have my GMT hand on Universal Time Coordinated and my hour and minute hand on local time, and I'd change it to another local time if I was in a different time zone. Finish wise, I've showed you a few close-ups, so I'll just show you again. I have to say that the actual finish of these watches is equal. The titanium finishing on the San Martin is as good as the finishing on the Tudor. But we'll move to the tactile part of it. So the fit and finish are equal. When it comes to bezel movement, I always thought the San Martin was excellent. It felt just really nice until I got that one there. Compared to the Tudor, the San Martin just has an ever so small amount of grittiness to it, and also you can see the bezel does just have a little bit of movement to it, only ever so slight though. Not enough to deter you from wanting this watch. It is a fabulous watch. The bezel movement on the Tudor, silky smooth. Don't know if you can hear that. It's like silk. And the other good thing I like as well is you have half-hour clicks. So say you go to a place like Norfolk Island in the South Pacific, which is half an hour off a whole hour, you can utilize that half-hour function, whereas the San Martin only has 1 hour. 1 hour increments. The crown movement itself, still very nice on the San Martin, a little bit grittier, ever so slightly, to the Tudor, which just feels like a stainless steel watch. It's very silky smooth when you unwind it, and the lead-in thread to do it up, it's very good, very, very nice. Price differences, well, hey, this is only a New Zealand $520 watch, which is about US $270 US, and that's a lot of watch for $270. It's incredible. Tudor, of course, sell probably less watches than San Martin, I would have thought, maybe not, but they do everything internally and in Switzerland, and as you'd expect, you got to pay the money for a Swiss watch, and this is New Zealand $7,790, which is probably somewhere around late fours to mid fives US dollars. The movement alone, I think, is why this watch is so valuable, because it is such a fantastic non-mass produced in-house movement, and it's so accurate. So just summing it up now, 2 excellent watches. I enjoy owning both of them. The Tudor, now it's my latest watch. I've bought it for my bigger wrist, and also just the overall quality of it. For timekeeping, I can probably get the time just as good on this old Seiko here, Seiko NH34, but it's just good peace of mind knowing I've got a nice in-house Cosmeta certified movement that is 15,000 Gauss anti-magnetic resistance. So love both these watches. Excellent quality for the price. This one's probably better value for money. This one's overall probably better quality. Well, it is better quality. Thanks for watching my video, and enjoy your watches. Cheers.